Okay, let's start with a question. What if I told you the future of design isn't in a sketchbook or a fancy CAD program, but in a robot's arm? Because right now, in Milan, a city already dripping with design legacy, they're building something that could completely flip how we think about creativity meeting manufacturing. This new robotic 3D printing hub isn't just another tech playground for engineers, it's a full-on invasion of machines into the sacred space of artists, architects, and furniture designers. And honestly, I'm here for it. Let's unpack why this isn't just a niche story about printers, but a seismic shift in how we make everything around us. So, 3 companies, Designtech, Caracol, and Lamáquina, have teamed up to create this permanent large-format 3D printing hub in Milan. On paper, it sounds like a corporate press release. But dig deeper, and this is about tearing down the wall between industrial manufacturing and creative industries. Caracol's Heron AM platform can print massive objects using recycled materials. That's not just cool, it's a middle finger to the idea that sustainable design has to be small-scale or impractical. And Lamáquina? They're the bridge between code and art, translating robotic precision into stuff humans actually want to live with. But here's what fascinates me: why Milan? This isn't some Silicon Valley experiment. It's in a city where design isn't a job, it's a cultural identity. So what happens when you inject industrial-grade automation into that DNA? Let's talk about access. For decades, large-scale manufacturing has been locked behind factory gates, right? If you weren't a Fortune 500 company, you weren't touching machines that could print a chair in one piece. But this hub is open to designers, studios, even tiny indie brands. That democratization feels revolutionary. I mean, imagine a solo furniture designer in Milan prototyping a chair using recycled thermoplastics, then scaling it to production without ever leaving the city. No shipping molds to Asia, no minimum orders of 10,000 units. Just raw, localized creation. But, and this is a big but, does lowering the barrier to production actually lead to better design? Or does it flood the market with more disposable junk? I've got thoughts. And what's up with the materials angle here? Caracol isn't just using recycled plastics, they're pushing fiber-reinforced composites. That's the sweet spot between eco-friendly hype and actual structural integrity. But here's the paradox: 3D printing's eco-cred comes from using less material, right? Yet when you start reinforcing plastics with fibers, aren't we complicating the recycling equation? This isn't just about being green, it's about redefining what sustainable even means in manufacturing. And honestly, I think we're seeing the birth of a new design philosophy, one where environmental impact is calculated not just in materials, but in logistics, longevity, and post-consumer reuse. Now, let's zoom out. This isn't just about Italy or 3D printing. The bigger play here is the collision of computational design and physical creation. Lamáquina's role in coding these robots to understand artistic intent. That's the missing link between human creativity and machine capability. We're not far from a world where a designer sketches an idea, an AI interprets it into machine code, and a robot executes it, all within hours. But does that excite you or creep you out? Because I'll admit, part of me wonders, when robots can print a chair better than a carpenter, what happens to craftsmanship? Is this the end of the artisan, or just the birth of a new kind of artistry? So here's my closing thought: this Milan hub isn't a futuristic outlier. It's a blueprint. In 10 years, every major design city will have these collaborative tech spaces where humans and robots co-create. The real question is whether this leads to homogenization, where every city's innovation hub looks the same, or if it'll unlock hyper-localized design that's still globally scalable. Can Milan's soul survive a robot invasion? I don't have the answer. But I do know the next time you sit on a chair or walk into a building that feels different, there's a chance a printer, not a person, first imagined it that way. What's your take: revolution or just another tech bubble?